right, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I'm going to start by giving all praise, honor, and glory unto the Heavenly Father, the Most High, our Creator and our power, who the world ignorantly calls God. His name is Yahweh, in the name of His only begotten Son, our Lord, our Savior, and our Deliverer, the Messiah, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. His name is Yahweh Shai. Call Halayamla, Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Makah Kodash. Double honors unto the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Salutations, peace, blessings, and safety to the hopeful elect. And shalom, this is brother Abayah with another lesson through the spirit, power, and mercy of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. Lord willing, I pray this lesson is edifying unto the elect. And pretty much this is going to be a quick response to the video Elder Apostle Tahar did, which was entitled, "A Cheerful and Good Heart Will Have a Care of His Meat and Diet," which is, exhortation through the spirit, man, to us, us who's in this truth, man. Really, all Israel, right? But we know, just for those who are gonna listen, those who gonna take heed, to while we have the opportunity, while we have access to eat good food, healthy food, and to have access to the herbs and to the, things that help improve our health, take advantage of it, they have certain stores, certain herbal stores, certain stores where you can get supplements and vitamins. We need to be taking, I'm speaking to myself first and foremost, personally, I've been slacking. I got to get back on it, concerning the herbs and the supplements, but when it comes to, diet and food, I try my best. Obviously, I'm not, my diet is not perfect whatsoever, but I try my best to, have the ratio of good things that I eat, try to outweigh the bad, and it's hard in this society that we live in, man, because everything that we have is tainted. The scriptures already speak about how we gonna eat our bread defiled among the Gentiles. So everything that we have is corrupt, is tainted, is freaking bad. But I believe it was Elder Malcolm when he said, I could be wrong, but I believe it was the elder. He said, we got to eat the best of the worst, in this society. And we got to try our best, and it do get a little pricey, it get expensive, but to the best of our ability, we got to take advantage, man. At least balance it out with what we eat, and try to supplement. It's bad enough the fact that we have to supplement, because our food that we eat is supposed to provide us the minerals, the nutrients, the vitamins, the things that our body needs, man, to flourish. But us eating this defiled food, we have to supplement to make up for the things that the food that we eat lack. Even the water that we drink is supposed to have natural occurring minerals in it, but you have to have additives in your water. You got to drink cucumber, lime water, mint water, things like that. And we got to just do our best, man, in the worst. But just again, exhortation, encouragement for us to take advantage while we have the opportunity to, because it's gonna come a time where famine is gonna take place. All right, we are gonna see a famine, and we're not gonna have access to food, let alone good healthy foods like we do right now. Of course, we have faith that Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai gonna provide for us. The Lord gonna take care of us and sustain us in a time of famine. But just referring to us going to the store and purchasing these foods. All right, I'm gonna start off with 1 Corinthians 3:16. It says, "Know ye not that ye are the temple of the Most High Yahweh, and that the Spirit of the Most High dwelleth in you?" Yeah, we are the temple of the Most High. All right, our bodies. It says, "If any man defile the temple of the Most High, him shall the Most High destroy. For the temple of the Lord Yahweh is holy, which temple ye are." And that's many different ways you can defile your temple, man. Most of us have already defiled our temples, man, but the Lord has had mercy on us and allowed us to come back into the knowledge of His truth and to do better. Okay. Now we're able to do better. We're able to eat better. We're able to, take certain steps concerning our health, because it's a lot of brothers and even sisters that, that believe in this truth now. Brothers used to smoke heavy. Brothers used to eat all forms of madness, right? But you come into this truth, you gain a certain type of temperance in the sense of you gain a self-control. You begin to be more disciplined in this walk. You don't eat the same things that you used to eat, and that's not only concerning abominable things. Of course, that's first and foremost. We put away the abominable things that was defiling our temple. But it's things that's not abominable, but it's terrible for you, which is just as bad as being abominable. For example, eating a lot of sweets, eating a lot of junk food, whether it be chips, pop, candy, things like that. Too much of that will become harmful unto you. Drinking too much alcohol, right? Again, I said, brothers used to smoke. That's a form of defiling your temple. But you got some guys in this truth right now that tell you that that's okay. You can smoke weed because you smoking a herb, but you're not supposed to put the herb in your lungs. You're not supposed to inhale the smoke of it. That's called what you call it? And the word is escaping me. Pretty much when you light that fire, combustion. Yeah, you combusting that herb, and it destroys all of the helpful properties that it may have had for you, because it was never meant to be burned. If you use those things, you can use it as a topical application, in a cream or in a oil, or, certain tinctures. But you're not supposed to smoke that, man. Okay. But yeah, man, these certain foods that we eat nowadays, and it's freely accessible. It's an abundance of junk food. Whenever you go to the grocery store, it's a section of produce, it's a section of vegetables and fruits, but then most of the store is processed bullshit. Majority of the store, I would say about 90%, 95% of the store is processed bullshit. Even the meat that we eat nowadays, man, the meat is processed, it's pumped up with probiotics and steroids, things that's harmful unto the animal. Therefore, us eating the flesh of that animal is harmful unto us. The vegetables that we do have, we think we doing good by eating vegetables and fruits, which you're doing better than if you would eat the junk food and the processed prepackaged food. But the vegetables and fruits that we have is sprayed with wax, it's sprayed with pesticides and other different chemicals. So it's like, damn if you do, damn if you don't. But again, we just eating the best of the worst. All right. And we do have to take care of our temples, man. We do encourage brothers to exercise if possible, going on walks, running if possible. You don't have to necessarily get in the gym and lift weights and get cock diesel or nothing like that, but just staying active, using your muscles, not being stagnant. It's good to stay active, and if you may be overweight, you can shed some of that weight, burning some calories, right? But always staying active. We all should be active. We in a time of war, man. Of course, we're not saying it's a physical war, but there's gonna be a time where, hey, some brothers may have to be on the run, man. And how you gonna be able to be on a run and be as a pilgrim if you out of shape and you can't barely run, a block? You try to go to the wilderness, to the woods or something, but it's too much to bear because you so out of shape. We got to think about these things, man. We about to come into a heavy time right now. But Salakia, Proverbs 23:19, it says, "Hear thou, my son, and be wise, and guide thine heart in the way." All right, pretty much, hey, apply your mind to these things. Salakia. verse 20. It says, "Be not among wine bibbers, among riotous eaters of flesh." I'm looking to those words. A wine bibber, with that word right there, is a shabbat.
Strong's H 5433. Sava. Sava.
All right, shavah. So like, it says to drink heavily or largely, right? A drunkard. Yeah, you being excessive with it. Again, it's certain things that's not necessarily abominable or against the law to eat. They're not unlawful. But when you begin to indulge in those things excessively, it becomes unbalanced, man. And as the scriptures say, a false weight is abomination unto the Lord Yahweh, but a just weight is His delight, man. We have to be balanced in the things that we do. Let me go to the word riotous, right? Because it said riotous eaters as well. All right, it says zalal, if that's the right word. It says to be worthless, to be vile, to be insignificant. All right, and in the Strong's definition, it says glutton. And we understand we're not supposed to be gluttonous, man, meaning being greedy. We're supposed to eat until we're satisfied, not until our stomachs is full and bulging out. And that's one thing that I'm gonna speak for myself. That's one thing I've been guilty of. That's one thing that it's common. For one, because if you're eating foods that is packed with nutrients, it's packed with vitamins and the minerals that we're supposed to have to feed our bodies, we will feel that satisfaction. We will feel that sufficiency that comes from eating. But the fact that we eat foods that have no nutrients in it or very little nutrients in it, you eat a lot of it, and your body is seeking that nutrients, so it's constantly hungry. Even though you're full, when you're hungry, your body is really desiring and hungering for that nutrients, and those supplements. So when we eating these different foods, that have all the sugars in it, the carbs, your body burns through that, and it's not useful unto your body. It's not providing your body with fuel. It's only satisfying you for the moment. That's why you eat nowadays. You eat and then you hungry 20, 30 minutes later. I mean, you're supposed to be satisfied for hours, man. Like if you eat nuts and if you eat fruit, dried fruit and nuts, you be satisfied and full from that, and you can go a period of time without being hungry. But nowadays, man, you eat, some shit from one of these fast food restaurants, it'll satisfy you for maybe at the most an hour, and then you back hungry again. All right, and then that leads to gluttony, man. You eating a whole lot of food nowadays, especially in a place like this, Vegas. It's food everywhere. You have access to food 24/7. You have places that are open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And you're able to have access to food at all times, when at one point we had to hunt our food, man. And it was a daily thing because, not necessarily hunting, because back then we didn't eat meat as much as we do now. You can eat meat. Hey, for the most part, people feel like they have to have meat with every single meal, man. When we only ate meat when it was an occasion, there was a celebration or something, or there was some special event. Every once in a while we eat meat. And you had to hunt your meat, and you wasn't able to preserve. You can preserve it with the salt. I'm sure they had other ways that we may not know about right now that preserved that meat. They probably smoked it. they had different ways to probably make it into a jerky or something. But for the most part, man, we didn't have, refrigerators and freezers. We couldn't freeze meat. All right, so we didn't eat meat as much as we do now. Nowadays, man, you eat meat damn near with every meal. Shit, nowadays you buy a bag of beef jerky and you can just eat meat on the go. But that was at one point it was like a luxury, man, a delicacy. No, but nowadays you got bullshit meals with meat, and then the meat that we do eat is, again, it's pumped up, man. It's defiled. But let me continue in Proverbs 23 and verse 21. It says, "For the drunkard and the glutton shall come to poverty, and drowsiness shall clothe a man with rags." I'm gonna read that in the NLT. Proverbs 23. I'm going to start at 19 again. It says, "My child, listen and be wise. Keep your heart on the right course. Do not carouse with drunkards or feast with gluttons." All right, because you begin to be excessive. You begin to be given to surfeiting. It says, "For they are on their way to poverty, and too much sleep clothes them in rags." And if you think about it, those things are things that pertain to comfort. When you're drinking and when you're eating, that's a comfort thing. So there's a such thing as being too comfortable. When you eating too much, you begin to get lazy. And when you get lazy, no work getting done. So you begin to lose out on your necessities, your money, if we supposed to really just be satisfied with our daily bread, man. Again, we supposed to eat until we satisfied, not necessarily until we full. I guess you can say, you eat till you full, but for nowadays you got things like all you can eat buffets, and you can literally sit up there and eat as much as you want to. You pay a fee and you go in there and you have different options, different types of food laid out for you, desserts, and you can just eat until you can't eat no more. And you literally, and I've seen this, you have people who will go in there, they stack up on 2, 3, 4, 5 plates, and then they'll sit in there for an hour or two so that they can digest some of that food, and then they'll go at it again. Now that's the epitome of gluttonous. When really you could just go in there and get a nice amount of food, satisfy yourself, and then just keep it moving. All right, but it says, "For they are on their way to poverty, and too much sleep clothes them in rags." Because again, man, eating makes you lazy, especially the food that we eat nowadays. The shit make you sleepy, damn near right when you finish. Nowadays they call it the itis, but really that's that lack of nutrients, man. Your body is full of useless foods, and your body is using a lot of energy to burn those foods, and it's not getting anything back. So your body is tired. Your body is depleted. When we supposed to eat and we supposed to become energized, our body is supposed to not have to work so hard to break down the food, and on top of that, it's supposed to be getting fed. Our bodies, when we eat, our bodies is supposed to gain more than it's giving. But nowadays, our bodies are giving a lot more than it's gaining from the food. Because you're breaking down all of these different types of foods, these preservatives, these chemicals, and that uses energy. And a lot of times, we eat before we go to sleep, and that causes us to, sleep bad. Because, your body is using energy to to break down that food when it's supposed to be using energy. You know, we supposed to go to sleep on an empty stomach, or, you know, eat something light and healthy before bed, so that, you know, we can get some energy, get some nutrients before bed, and our bodies can work on rejuvenating itself, and you know, repairing itself, so that we can be ready for the next day, man. But that's why it'd be hard to wake up in the morning. It'd be tired as hell, feeling sluggy. You know, nowadays you get 9-10 hours of sleep and you wake up feeling tired as hell. Just as tired as you would be if you only got 3-4 hours of sleep. And a lot of that is due to the food that we eat. All right. Proverbs 6:6, it says, "Go to the ant, thou sluggard. Consider her ways and be wise." And I put this precept in there because, you know, it also has to do with, you know, how active we are. You know, it says go to the ant, meaning to look at the example that that ants give. You know, ants are always active. They always working. They always busy. And nowadays you got people are so lazy, man. You know, you got this technology, you got these phones that pretty much you can do everything from, you know, besides the things that require you to physically, you know, do it. But for the most part, man, you can do everything from your phone. You can work from your phone. You can shop from your phone. You know, you can watch movies and all that from everything is from your phone, man. So people have become lazy, or they've become lazy. And even in Israel, you got a lot of jakes, man, that's not active. That they don't do anything to progress physically, even though the scriptures say bodily exercise profiteth little. It's still important, man. Because again, this is we the temple of the Most High. We supposed to take care of our bodies. We supposed to be in shape. We supposed to be as healthy as possible. And again, I'm just speaking for me first, you know. And like I said, my diet ain't the you know, the best. It ain't perfect, but hey, for the most part, I try my best to stay eating fruit, which, you know, Lord willing, I'm gonna eat more. You know, Lord willing, I'll be getting a juicer soon, and I'm gonna start making my own juices. You know, I already make smoothies. I try to always eat fruits and you know, granola bars. You know, I got people at work. They always see me. You know, that's one of the things I'm known for at work. You know, they always see me with some fruit. They always see me with some kind of granola bar, something healthy. You know, and I don't do that for them. That's just something that they point out that they see, you know, concerning me. But me personally, I try to eat as much fruit and vegetables as possible, which I can always do more. And I would like to see brothers as well do that. You know, I would like to see brothers healthy, not overweight, not out of shape, and you know, not able to walk up a flight of stairs. I want to see brothers healthy, you know, and flourishing, and you know, health wise. And yeah, man, I'm gonna keep reading. Verse 7, it says, "Which have no guide, overseer, or ruler, provideth her meat in the summer, and gathereth her food in the harvest." It's like unto, you know, if you was you know, it's like us. You know, we have to provide for ourselves. We have to go out and work for our food, work for our meat. You know, in the old days, a lot of people would starve to death because they so lazy. They don't want to go out, and the scriptures speak about that too. You know, they don't want to go out and hunt. You know, so if you don't want to go out and hunt, how you gonna eat? If you don't want to go out and you know, and sow, don't expect to reap. Because you have to, you know, once you sow those seeds, you have to tend to that. You have to cultivate it. You have to water it. You have to, you know, you have to tend to that. So if you lazy, man, you ain't gonna don't expect no fat lamb to fall on your doorstep, and don't expect, you know, this produce, you know, the harvest to come, you know, packaged up at your front door. We gotta go out and work for it, man. But it says, "How long wilt thou sleep, O sluggard? When wilt thou arise out of thy sleep? Yet a little sleep, a little slumber, a little folding of the hands to sleep, so shall thy poverty come as one that traveleth, and thy want as an armed man." Okay? So that goes back to what it said in Proverbs. Or was it yeah. How for the drunkard and the glutton shall come to poverty, man. Yeah, because again, man, that those things that make you, it bring you comfort, you can become too comfortable in those things. You begin to become too indulged in those things, and now to the point to where you're off balance. All right. Sirach 31:12, it says, "If thou sit at a bountiful table, be not greedy upon it, and say not, there is much meat on it." Going back to those different but all you can eat buffets, and they don't even have to be a all you can eat buffet. Sometimes you may just be having dinner with your with a friend or a family member or something, and it may be a lot of food on the table. Just because it's a lot of food there don't mean you have to eat all of that food. All you need to do, and we should know ourselves well enough to know when, how much we need. A lot of times, if you cook at home, you may put a lot on your plate because you're hungry, and you don't even end up finishing all of that food, and the food may go to waste, or you may end up putting it away as leftovers, whatever. But that part of that is nowadays these portions that we get from these restaurants, from these different eateries. The portions that they give us is crazy, man. I forgot who it was, but somebody who's from a different country spoke on the portions that they get, that you get here in America, and they said, man, the portions that we get is like double, triple the portions that they get in their country. And not only that, man, somebody also spoke on the type of bread that they eat in their country. I believe the person was maybe from Italy or France or something like that, but they were saying that the bread that we eat is sweet, and we don't notice it because this is all we used to. But the bread out there is real bread, and bread is supposed to have 4 ingredients, and I believe it's yeast, flour, salt, and water. And the ingredients that we have nowadays in this bread is packed with sugars, it's packed with preservatives, it's bleached, it's all type of harmful BS in this food, and it's people that eat a lot of bread. And those tend to be the people that are out of shape, man, because that shit stick to you. All right, but we supposed to be satisfied with what's enough. All right. Sirach 37:29, it says, "Be not unsatiable in any dainty thing," right? Not being satisfied. It says, "Nor too greedy upon meats, for excess of meats bringeth sickness, and surfeiting will turn into choler." All right, and that's disease. And you see certain people who eat a lot of meat. For example, you have certain bodybuilders. They in order to maintain that, well, in order to get to that level of muscle mass, they eat a lot of protein, and a major part of their protein comes from meat. And a lot of them tend to be unhealthy, and they tend to have diseases because they eat so much meat. And man, I've heard certain bodybuilders say that they eat 7 meals a day. And it's not little meals, man. They eating whole ass meals, like fish and rice, chicken and potatoes. Like, they eating meals. And that's not healthy at all, man. That's gluttonous. And that meat, man, our bodies take a long time to damn, I just had the word in my head. To pretty much to break down meat, man. It's like you having a brain fart right now. Yeah, but our bodies take a lot of energy and time to break down meat, man. Which is why we're not supposed to eat so much of it, because it take a lot of energy. But you got people out there that eat a lot of meat, and you got bodybuilders that drop dead. Not only because they, a lot of them, they do take steroids, but a lot of it is due to their diet. Their heart is working too hard. It says, "For excess of meats bringeth sickness, and surfeiting will bring or will turn into choler. By surfeiting, right, just meaning to be excessive. By surfeiting have many perished, but he that taketh heed prolongeth his life. All right, and that's the whole goal, man. You know, it's a saying we're not supposed to live to eat, but we're supposed to eat to live. And nowadays, you know, it's hard to do that because it's expensive to eat so-called organic food. You know, you try to get some organic juice from the store, you paying damn $13 for a bottle. You know, you try to get some good organic fruit, which all the shit is really the same, man. It shouldn't even be an organic section at the grocery store. Everything should be organic. It shouldn't be no damn separation, right? If everything else ain't organic, what the hell is it? But anyway, you know, we supposed to eat to live. We supposed to you know, be mindful of the things that we consume because hey, it's easy to because the shit that's available, it tastes good. And that's really it. It tastes good. It tastes damn good. But it's a bunch of artificial flavoring or a bunch of nonsense that's not useful to us. All right? And it's cheap. It says Sirach 30:14. Better is the poor being sound and strong. Matter of fact, I'm gonna get this in the GNT. No, you what? I'm gonna read it. Salakia. It says, better is the poor being sound and strong of constitution than a rich man that is afflicted in his body. Yeah, so it's better to be poor but be in good health than to be rich and to be afflicted in your body, man. You have different ailments, you know, because really what good is it to be rich if you're not in good health? You're not able to enjoy your wealth. You constantly worrying about your back pain. You know, you have some kind of disease that you fighting. What point is it? You know, it's better to be poor and have nothing than to be in good and tip top shape, man. In verse 30, so like verse 15, health is a good estate. Health and good estate of body are above all gold, and a strong body above infinite wealth. You know, as they say in the world, which, you know, among many other different sayings in the world, these people don't understand what that really means, man. They just be saying stuff and repeating it. You know, when they say health is wealth, that's true. That's facts, man. Health is very important, and no amount of money is worth your health. Just ask the so-called elites, man. Look at the nigga that died, one of the Rothschilds. The nigga had 8 or 9 heart transplants, but he had all the money in the world, more than your heart can desire. But none of that money meant anything because he ultimately died because his heart was bad. Nigga didn't had 9 different people's heart in his body. Now, if he didn't have that money, he would have been dead because he wouldn't have had the money to get those different procedures. Those procedures ain't cheap, man. And you know him being one of the elites, you know he was getting the best of the best hearts, and even that didn't work. You know, he was getting, you know, the healthiest, youngest person's heart transplanted in him. But guess what, man? He still died. So your health is above any material possession, you know, gold, silver, you know, all that. Your health is really the treasure. Verse 16, there is no riches above a sound body and no joy above the joy of the heart, man. Just imagine, you know, you got all this money in the world and you losing sleep because your body is constantly aching. You getting headaches. You can't sleep. You ain't gonna be thinking about that damn money, man. It says, a cheerful and good heart will have a care of his meat and diet. And, you know, it puts you in a good mood, and it brings you joy when you in good shape, you know, when you in good health. It feels good to be in good health, man. When you eating good, You feeling the benefits. You know, you feeling the energy that you get from eating fruit. You know, you feeling the effects of the nutrients that you taking. You know, you may take supplements, and you feel that boost of energy. You feel that, you know, you feel your body your body feels stronger. You know, you sleeping better. It puts you in a better mood throughout the day. Because when you in bad health, you in a bad mood. But when you in good health, you know, your body is sound, is at ease, and, you know, it puts you in a good mood, man. Why you think a lot of these people be bugging out and tripping all damn day? Because look what the fuck they eating, man. These people go straight to McDonald's first thing in the morning, and then they go to work, and then on their lunch break they go right back to McDonald's. And you wonder why people got road rage. You wonder why people always in the mood to fight. People is always agitated and on edge. Well, they eating straight up foul bullshit, man, all day, every day. You know, the children is out of shape and obese. Women is out of shape and obese. Men is out of shape and obese. Everybody is just overweight and lazy. You know, you got certain people that they in the gym. They own it. But, you know, for the most part, man, the Americans are lazy. You know, and we need to separate ourselves from that American lifestyle. Even though we in captivity and it's hard, hey, whatever is available, you know, in your ability, man, hey, we need to take advantage. You know, our health is everything. Hey, right now we have access to these things, and it's gonna be a time where they gonna try to prevent us and prohibit us from doing these things. You know, you want to heal yourself, or you want to take things that's pertaining to, you know, remedies and things like that. Hey, you got to go through them. You gotta participate in his medicine. All right, but Lord willing, I pray this was edifying. With that, I'm gonna give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Makakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Salutations, peace, blessings, and safety to the hopeful elect. DTA, Abba Ball, Kwame Ashala. Till next time, Shalom.